Hey guys, it's Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast, and Shannon Sharpe is some serious hot water. As ESPN is gonna figure out what they're gonna do next. I mean, I they say figure it out, or articles out there saying that ESPN is mulling over. Now, yeah, mulling is as good as fired or put on administration leave, whatever you want, however you want to slice it. The man's gonna be gone off the network. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I was watching this one pod last night with Dr. Boyce Watkins. They had a guy on there, and he's like, he made a great point. He's like, look, man, the Shannon Sharpe, dealing with these white girls, this white girl was 19, and he's like, the guys who signed his check, got daughters, these events he goes to, these dudes he's getting sponsors with and stuff like that, got possibly daughters the same age or around the age of this 19-year-old to now 21-year-old woman now, you know what I'm saying? And, they're not going to play kindly to that. What we say, what if he goes to functions and their daughters are there? Shannon gonna play around with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just bad. So that was on that podcast from I think Dr. Boyce Watkins. Let's go down memory lane with Shannon Sharpe, man. Because we all, you date who you want to date. That's fine. Okay, that's cool. But I remember vividly though, at the time, and Shannon tried to, downplay it or whatever, but, he made a very disrespectful comment on X about a black woman and her hair. Okay. Now, I'll say all this because I'm going to play another clip that when he had this, I'm sure y'all heard it, but we're going to play it again too. But he says to a woman and brings up hair. Why are you on my page? Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? Stop trying to kill my vibe. See, Shannon was just on disrespect. He was his head was getting big. You know what I'm saying? You in that white punani and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? You getting white tail that you never thought you could get. And now you got your pick of the litter whether they like you for you or your money, they like you for your status or your money. Either way, you are a transactional target. This is probably the easiest lineup I've seen in history of a media personality to this. And I even when it came to the Mike Epps situation and him bucking at him, going off, I know it was Mike says was joking about, his orientation, all that stuff and whatever. He went off. Whatever you see you, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, as if Shannon got leverage like that. I mean, we're watching in real time, guys. Like, if you're, we're seeing a man crumble right before our eyes. He was on Nightcap yesterday, didn't address it. The chat was going off. It was absolutely hilarious. Seeing everybody comment not about the topics he was talking about. But Shannon, this is the easiest lineup. He got himself lined up, and people also want to be like, Stephen A is snitching. Stephen A is protecting his brand. I mean, yo, I don't like to. Those people who were saying that they gotta not be that intelligent. I don't want to assume people's intelligent on the internet, but that's a stretch. Maybe I'm setting the bar too high for the internet. Stephen A, whether he was instrumental or directly hired him or ESPN directly hired him, Stephen A. Smith's voice carries a lot of weight. Maybe Stephen A. vouched for him. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he looked the way he looked when he addressed the Shannon Sharpe situation. But he made this comment, black woman hair, and it was an uproar. I think this was a conversation around WNBA, and it's just like, it makes you think, like, as you see the situation he's in with this white woman, is that he got himself jammed up with a white girl, okay, and it's almost karma. I don't think Shannon ever really respected black women like that. Not on a dating level, and maybe not after his kids. You know what I'm saying? And when you want to make a joke like this. And then fast forward, here we are, man. The universe has a unique way of payback, karma, energy. You know what I'm saying? Let's hear what let's play a clip in the background of what Monique tried to warn this brother about. Let's go.
You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old.
Mo is different now.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
But you tried to say that. What you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at me.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby need. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs.
See, you see, and that's what Monique had to say when she was on the Club Shay Shay podcast, man. You know, try to warn him. I mean, Monique laid it out perfectly for you, man. Cat Williams was on there saying they come for everybody. He was like, 2024 is a year, 2025 is a year, they ain't gonna get him. And then Shannon got. Shannon is due for a bumpy ride. At this point, sponsorship, I can see him getting fired from ESPN. No more on-air visibility. Okay, all he's gonna have is interviews and Nightcap. Okay, cool. Club Shay Shay and okay, cool. I hope that's enough to sustain your lifestyle. I hope that's enough to sustain whatever settlement this is gonna be. Because regardless, it's too loud now for this. This has gotten so loud now that how can she not get payment, right? Now you can make the argument that she should have took $10 million, and I'm thinking, yeah, you probably should have done that. But if she turned down $10 million, then that says a lot about what else is about to unravel here. You know what I'm saying? We're watching the downfall of a brother in the most public and embarrassing fashion that I can recall. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe, okay, the Diddy thing, I've always thought Diddy was weird. I'm really surprised by all that stuff. R. Kelly, that was been brewing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is in that category though. You know what I'm saying? This is in that sphere, and Shannon Sharpe his image is forever stained. You know what I'm saying? His arrogance has gotten him the money. He's the man of all these quotes. He used to say all the time when talking about athletes and contracts and money. Well, money, the more money man got will show you more of who they are. And clearly we've seen what the money has turned Shannon into, to the point now where you're dealing with 19-year-old women, bro. At the time, 54 years old. Talk about diabolical. What is on your mind? What are you really into, Shannon? Weird. And Sister Monique, Auntie Monique, try to warn this brother, try to help this brother. He won't listen. I think Shannon forgot he was black. You know what I'm saying? Shannon thought he was in that league where he can do whatever the hell he wants, and it's not gonna come back to bite him. Now he's about to be stripped of everything. That's my gut feeling. Now I get it, innocence until proven guilty, but you know what? It don't matter about him being innocent or guilty. Is that you got hemmed up in this? You got jammed up in this with what you had to lose. And I just remember he would make jokes like this on the internet. He would talk crazy about dating and women and stuff like that on his Nightcap. Like he got it like that and stuff. And here he is. He's the biggest trick of them all. Can you believe that? Oh man, this downfall is epic. Epic, man. I can't recall in real time seeing it like this, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.